Welcome back to Yunza Official. Small mosques were built in the United States in the 16th century and still survive today. There are nearly 3,000 mosques scattered across the United States. Most of them were built in the late 20th century. Mosques are not new to the American landscape. Job Ben Solomon said that mosques were originally built by Muslims during the Spanish colonization in the 16th century. It is said that the Muslim slaves continued to practice their faith in secret. They gather in small groups in carrying out Islamic rituals, such as prayer, in a building that is basically a kind of mosque. However, the oldest American mosque structures that still exist today were mostly built by Muslim communities who arrived in the 19th and early 20th centuries. They were immigrants. Some mosques were built by preachers, others by Black American Muslims. While there is still debate about which mosque is the oldest, documents suggest that the following 7 mosques may be the oldest. 1. Al-Sadiq Mosque, Chicago, Illinois. The oldest mosque in America was founded by a missionary from the Ahmadiyya sect of Islam, Mufti Muhammad Sadiq, in 1922. The mosque is also the Ahmadiyya headquarters in Chicago, USA. A picture in the movement's journal, The Muslim Sunrise, reveals that the mosque was first known as the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mosque and Mission House. It is a simple 2-story building with bay windows that has a large dome and 2 thin shafts, like a mock minaret on top. 2. Brooklyn Muslim Mosque, New York City. This mosque is also known as the Powers Street Mosque. The oldest mosque in New York is located on a quiet street in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It is a former 2-story, late 19th century church, now covered with white wooden slats, topped with ornate minarets and crescents. The design hints at the origins of the mosque's founders, ethnic Tatars from the Baltic states of Lithuania, Poland and Belarus, where all mosques once looked like this. The community bought the building in 1927 and it has remained in their care until today, when the mosque is no longer used for prayers. 3. North Dakota Mosque, Ross, North Dakota. The North Dakota Mosque is more of a monument to the Syrian and Lebanese Muslims who once prayed in this remote, windswept location close to the Canadian border. They had migrated to the United States in the 19th century from the Ottoman region of Greater Syria and built a simple rectangular wood and brick building here around 1928. 4. Mother Mosque, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The oldest purpose-built mosque in America, the Mother Mosque. It was also built by Syrian and Lebanese Muslims who migrated from Ottoman Greater Syria. At the time of its opening in 1934, it was known as the Rose of Fraternity Lodge and Muslim Temple. The building was used for prayers, madrasas, as well as storing ancient Qurans that the immigrants brought with them from their homeland. Today, the local community uses a larger mosque nearby that was built in the 1970s, and the Mother Mosque is mostly used to educate people about America's Islamic heritage. 5. American Muslim Society, Dearborn, Michigan. The American Muslim Society took root in a Dearborn home in 1938. It is part of the Lebanese immigrants, who mostly moved to the area after the opening of Ford Motor Company. In the 1980s, the mosque made headlines for being the first in America to be given permission to broadcast the call to prayer using loudspeakers. Today, the mosque stands in a large, purpose-built building of about 48,000 square feet and integrates a madrasa and a health center. 6. Islamic Center of Washington. When the Islamic Center in Washington opened in 1995, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, speaking at its inauguration ceremony, described it as one of the most beautiful buildings in Washington. The oldest mosque in the U.S. capital was founded by a group of diplomats and local Muslims who established the Washington Mosque Foundation in 1944. They then appointed Italian architect Mario Rossi to build the mosque because of his experience working on it in Egypt. Rossi based his design on the classical Mamluk architectural style. 7. Masjid Muhammad, Washington, D.C. This mosque was founded with the help of Malcolm X in 1960 and is considered the first mosque built in the U.S. capital by African Americans. It has been a mainstream Sunni Islamic mosque since 1975, when Warithuddin Muhammad, one of the sons of Islam of nation leader Elijah Muhammad, appointed a Sunni imam and changed the name from Temple 4 to Masjid Washington. That's whole the 7 oldest mosques in the United States of America. Thanks for watching.